Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Super Hostile Inferno Mines. In the last episode, we started making our way through the Lost Cavern, which is full of witches and is awful. I need to repair my stuff, so I figured I'd come back and repair our swords. Our bow is really expensive to repair, so rather than that, I have another bow that's actually almost as good. It's Flame 3, Power 3 versus Power 4, Flame 1. I do want to see, do I have any more? I can go get some more. I gotta remember where was that I could get all those books. I think I have to go back, which is a little bit annoying. But basically, we can get some more books, and I want to see just how much it would cost to put Unbreaking on this. 16 levels. That's not too terrible. We'll worry about that later. But our pants kind of, well, were awful. Blast protection's nice, but they're iron and they were breaking, and they were going to be super expensive to repair. So I thought, you know what, we'll just make some new pants. Protection for diamond leggings, with Unbreaking as well. What do we want to call them, though? I think, let's see. Let's call them. I don't even know. We need more levels, anyways. That'll give me time to think. Man, who knew that coming up with names for things was like the hardest thing in this game? What do we want to call our pants? Shiny capris. Is that how you spell capris? I actually don't know. Shiny long johns. There we go. That'll work. Now, if we want to upgrade those with the protection, we need 10 levels, and that's what I want. Protection, I think, is going to be better in general, but blast protection is good. Don't get me wrong. We're going to want blast protection for different things later. But for our pants, let's go ahead and go with normal protection. We don't actually have any normal protection on our gear, so hopefully that'll help a little bit with, you know, not dying. So I came back, I got a bunch of arrows, I got a bunch of torches, and we're going to head back to the Lost Caverns. I also grabbed some more food. That one was kind of a less important thing. But we need to walk all the way back, and so on our way, we might as well talk about things a little bit. I guess super hostile news. Recently, Vex, the map maker and creator of the Super Hostile series, there is the new map, Delania, which is 100% ready to go. I will play that once we get done with this series. And the big thing with that one is it is potentially modded if we want to play modded. And we probably will. I think we're going to if I can get everything to work. Which is really cool. It's interesting to see Super Hostile go the modded route a little bit. It's not like super modded. It's mostly like combat and that kind of stuff. Not really like, well, we're gonna have new blocks and, well, there's probably new blocks as well. But there's nothing like, there's no tech mods or anything like that. It's mostly just, that was scary. In fact, we need to get out of this little area. It's mostly going to be, you know, combat. One of the big mods that it adds is there's a lot of different like creatures and stuff. Now you don't have to play modded with the Super Hostile Delania. A blaze spawned. That is 100% not required. I'd love to find that spawner, by the way. But you can play just kind of vanilla. It's a little bit different, but it's a fairly cool map. It has some really cool things. I've seen very little of it outside of like the introduction of there's classes, which is neat. So it should feel, I think it's supposed to feel a lot more like Super Hostile Online was. So that will be kind of cool. Anyways, Vex announced very recently, at least as of recording this, of a new map in progress being made. And that map is, well, Super Hostile Spellbound Caves 2. Not sure if it's a brand new map. I think it is, based on kind of the screenshot he gave. He was working on a MC Edit brand new kind of thing, and not like something already made. But, and witches. I hate witches. You're losing sounds. Uh-oh. Please stop. Okay. This is not good. We're going to run into our little hidey hole right here. And just kind of hang out for a second. So Vex showed off, he started working on Spellbound Caves 2. And I think the way, at least my perspective of it, perception of it, I don't know how you want to say it, it seems to be a new map completely, which is 100% good by me. That sounds like a great idea. We probably shouldn't be up here. We probably should get back down, but let's go ahead and shoot those creepers. Let them burn for a little bit, or just hit that one twice. Okay, so a witch just spawned right there. The biggest problem with the witches is they are spawning from the ceiling. So we need to get over here and do that, and then run away. And that witch is probably going to come follow us, maybe. Oh, really? Let's kill that witch. Bad witch. That witch just came inside of our little home. That was rude. So yeah, we're going to be spawning more witches just by standing here. That's not good. And unfortunately with the regen, it's not good. Let's get out of this area and go back up to our little home over here, and hopefully it's gonna be a little bit better. So yeah, unfortunately, just witches are annoying to deal with, and this is a really difficult spawner to shut down, to the point where I don't even know if we can. It's gonna be that bad. So we're gonna have to just kind of hope we can get through this without too much struggles. Our armor is doing good and all that kind of stuff, but we are going to run through it, as well as the arrows. Arrows are going to be kind of a hot commodity if we're not careful. But let's just get back up here. I don't know if it's worth lighting up too much, or if, because I don't know if we can find the spawners. That's the big thing. So we either have to light up the areas, or we don't want to aggro too many of these guys at once. But we either need to light up the area, or find where the spawner is. And since I think it's a wide area, I'm like 95% sure it's a wide area spawner. That's not going to happen. Alright, so let's get some torches in here. You know, I kind of saw something right here. Now here's the cool thing. Because the witches are going to be spawning from the ceiling, there's not much of a concern for lighting up the floors as much. That's not going to prevent. And unfortunately, in this version of Minecraft, witches don't make a noise. they are silent. So, this glowstone, that's just a hole. Alright, let's continue working our way over to this way. Plus the sounds have already bugged out, so that is a good sign. And there's some iron there. Alright, let's retreat. But hearing that gas is actually really good. There is some stuff down there. That might actually be where we need to go. Our inventory is full. Witches. Ow. Alright. Slowness. I don't know if that actually hit us or not, but we need to get out of here. So yeah, the witches are coming. They're not nice. Oh man. We could use these regen potions. That would help a little bit. Or we just kind of wait. And that's, I think, going to be the smarter thing. Just kind of waiting around. It is slower. It is worse in some sense. But, good thing. We're starting to hear gas. And I know for a fact that means we're getting close to where we need to go. So I don't know if we can run away from this and despawn all those witches. But we're going to try. As long as we don't get too close to the other spawner, the blaze skeleton spawner that's up here, it won't matter too much. But, like, that should be far enough away. We'll just kind of hang out here for a second. And hopefully that will despawn most of the witches. We can regen, and then we go back and do it again. And that's the secret to these, like, super hostile and CTM maps that are really difficult. I know one that's very popular to being super difficult is, like, Ragecraft. And one thing is, like, the biggest way to make the player struggle is not necessarily just throwing a bunch of things at them, but rather denying them resources. And so this one specifically, you don't have access to, I don't know that anything can spawn there, but a little bit disconcerting. You don't have access to water in this map, like at all. There used to be a water bucket. I believe it was removed. So, you know, the lack of water is kind of a bigger deal than you might think. Legendary denied you from having stone. It denied you of cobblestone for so long. Yeah, we're never going to be able to get rid of these witches completely. So it seems useless to do so. I wonder if the spawner is actually right down there. We need to go right down there, actually. But there is some iron over here. So we're going to work our way over here. And hope that there's not anything super bad here. But there probably is. Okay. Can we get some iron? There's one piece. I am so nervous that something really nasty is going to spawn. That is enough for a pickaxe. Alright, let's get a little bit more. And we'll have access to a lot more iron actually relatively soon. But I'm just nervous that there might be a spawner behind here. And it's hard to hear anything because the sound engine in this version of Minecraft is pretty awful. So we need to go down. We need to go basically down to below where we're at. I don't know if there's anything there. Probably nothing good. Like, there's probably actually something good there, but there's probably not much. But we need to go underneath there. Also a little bit of a ledge there. I'm not seeing many witches. I think most of the witches are actually that way, so that's good. Let's come over here. Light up this ledge. I think this is where we're intended to come down. Yes, very much so. Alright, that's unfortunate. We can still escape. Let's get the iron out of here. And let's mark this. Just so I can see it a little bit easier. Alright. Let's eat some steak. Let's get this iron out of here. Yeah, you can hear the sound engine is not happy. The area we're coming up to, don't be alarmed by the gas noises. The gas are not actually a concern. In fact, most of what we're about to come upon is not that big of a deal. But we do need to be careful. We're going to just drop on down and run away from the witches. I think fleeing makes the most sense here. And I don't think the witches can get up here. Certainly can try. Oh, but I can just come back down here. Ooh, dropped a regen potion though. Or is that's an instant health potion. Cool. What do I not want? Wow, we've used a lot of arrows. I'll take the bread over the night vision potions. The night vision potions are actually not that good because it's hard to see where things are lit up and where they're not. And that's not good for a map where things are trying to kill you. Once the potion... yeah, there we go. Let me just take that. Why not? That'll help a little bit. Speed things along. Okay. So... man, we're gonna run out of arrows if we're not careful. Cool. We're actually almost done with this area. So let's get to where we need to go. And I guess we're gonna take all this stuff and might as well go put it away. But yeah, the gas aren't that much of a concern. Like I've said many times before, I do know what's coming up in this map for the most part. I am familiar with it. I've watched playthroughs of this map a couple times by different people in different iterations of said map. The biggest thing is like the series I watched, which was by Zisto, who was one of the playtesters, was during a playtest. So a lot of things have actually changed since then. But that being said, there is a lot of similarities as well. Most of the traps are more or less the same. But there have been some changes due to not only Zisto, but there was 2 other playtesters. I believe the user known as Amlup was one of them. But I don't remember who all playtested this map. But it was actually playtested. Like, this is a legit, you know, map in that sense. Alright. We should be able to come down here. Uh-oh. I hate the hitboxes. Yeah, we might check that out later, but not right now. A bunch of creepers just spawned right over there. So there is something that I can talk about a little bit, and I highly suggest if you're interested in it, go watch Zisto. But basically there is an area that we're actually coming up upon. that I'm not going to touch. Nope, not at all. Not with a 10-foot pole. That was actually convenient. Anyways, let's light this area up nice and bright. There is some words here we should probably read. And this is the lair of Camu the Hidden. Now you can see in the ceiling there is a bunch of spawners. Yeah, that's to discourage you from going to the ceiling. There are wooden buttons around this place. And in the center is a bunch of bedrock, and unfortunately it's hard to see through the glass. But if we hang around here long enough, you'll start seeing in the walls there's spawners. That's what the signs are telling us, by the way. But there is a boss here, and well, we're gonna be fighting that boss, but not today. So let's read into this. The walls and ceilings ahead are infested with spiders. Tunnel rats beware. Do not tunnel. And possibly other things. Oh, it's up and down. You might just want to stay in the middle ground. Very much so. There are ways to deal with this. And there are some secrets around here that I actually don't know where they're at. But yeah, you can see there is a name right there. There's a zombie named Camu the Hidden. He's the first of 3 bosses in this map. There is stuff up there, though. Unfortunately, you have to deal with a lot of spawners, and I don't think so. So, you know what? You know what? Tunnel rats beware. Is there anything behind here? Or under it? No. But I think one of the secrets is actually out in the lava. Right over there. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We might do something with that before we start next episode. In fact, we can just make a workbench and set that down here and make a chest. We have plenty of wood back at home, so it's not that big of a deal. And store stuff. We could put everything except some blocks and go explore. But I don't know if that's going to be needed or not. Anyways, that's something I can decide between episodes. So that is actually going to be it for this episode. Sorry to keep you guys on a cliffhanger, but I want to give this area a nice fight. And then we actually have to get out of here. So that's also going to be a bit of a problem. Kind of want to make a little bit of a hidey hole. So that we can just have a nice safe place to be. Mostly so I can log off here and not worry about it. Not that things usually spawn. Anyways, like I said, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And next time, we're going to be taking on the boss, Camu the Hidden, which, surprisingly, you can't see his name from here. But it is over there. There is. He might have despawned. One of them, anyways. But yeah, right there. We need to go in there. The gas are not that big of a deal, but we'll get to that next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!